Firstly, I mean, you've come through a very testing set of matches, playing 3 of the top 5 in either the league or the cup over the last few weeks, but also, of course, that vital game against Bristol City, which you won. What has this block told you about how much the squad's coming together and what is also required to bridge that gap, the one you talked about that the club want, the top 4 in the midterm?
Yeah, I think I'm always learning. Every day, every game, you find out a little bit more about the players individually and collectively. I think I'm really pleased with the direction that we're moving in from a performance perspective. We've got some really key areas of the game that we're going after and that we're trying to build on. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not a quick fix. So we have to build on those moments, and you want to challenge yourselves against the best teams. And we've had a couple of difficult results, and you have to feel them, you have to experience it, and you have to build on it. And I feel like we're doing that. I feel like it's been a really good few days post the Man City game, and I think we're in a really good place going into Leicester, because it's all about the next game, but also for me and the club, it's the bigger picture of trying to move, as we say, closer towards that vision, and doing it in the style and the identity of the football club. With respect to every individual in the squad, you've had a good time to look at the depth of your squad now against all the top sides. How do you feel the club are set? Do you think you still need a little bit more strength in any particular area or all areas, or do you think it's there, it's just time? Well, I think it's a combination of everything. You always want to have more players as a head coach. You always want to have better players. You always want to help the players that are here already get better. That's just all part of the process. So I don't think it's one specific area. I think as a club, we're always looking to improve. We're looking to improve on the pitch. We're looking to improve on the pitch. We're always looking to recruit the best players, the best staff, and that doesn't change in terms of the process. So I think as I've said before, if we can be a little bit better every day in each of those areas, then we'll move closer towards that vision. Then if you were sort of in blocks, I mean, it's 6 matches left, nearly all against sides around you, and all totally winnable. I don't know if you've looked at that now as perhaps the last 6 games and looked at that this week and what the message has been really, Mikey, what you can achieve now between now and the end of the season. Yeah, I think again, it's always been performance related. So we look at each game as an individual project. I think you have to. So we focus on that, but it's finding the balance of looking at each game as an individual project, but remaining consistent to your principles, to your beliefs, to your values. And that's the balance as a head coach and as staff, we have to find with the players. So it is game by game, but it's also bigger picture, and it's kind of trying to balance those two things off to create a situation where you can be successful both in the short term and in the long term. Well, looking at Leicester City, firstly, will you have Maria Torres-Dotter back? Is she okay? She came off what looked like an ankle injury. How's she trained this week? So we're not sure. She's probably 50-50. We're hopeful that she can. There's a possibility that she can make the game, but we haven't got all the information at the moment. So I'm really hopeful, but we also have to be prepared that she may not be available. And Leicester, similar to you, do you think? I mean, just 4 wins as well. Landmark wins as well, average season. You drew, obviously, in the home game. Not a lot in this one, Mikey, I wouldn't have thought. Well, again, I think it's, if you look at the league table, it would suggest that it's probably a balanced game. What I know about this game is that, the game is definitely not played on paper. It's not played on the league table. And, I think, again, it's a standalone game for us. I think if we're at our best and we play to the levels that we're capable of, I think we can compete with anyone in the division on our day. So we'll be going into the game full of confidence. I'm sure they'll be really up for it as well, because as you say, we're in and around the same position in the league. So it's a game that we're looking forward to. Fantastic to be at their stadium. I think that's always nice when you can play at the big grounds. That's what all coaches and players want to do. They want to play at the biggest stadiums in front of the biggest crowds. So that will give us an added kind of bit of motivation, as I'm sure it will them. So it's a game that we're looking forward to.
Finally, for me, if I may, and you may not want to share this with us at this point, I totally respect that. Have you decided you would like to throw your hat in the ring for the job this summer? Is this a project you'd really like to take on permanently?
Yeah, as I said, I'm happy to do this for as long as the club want me to. I'm really, really enjoying it, and we'll see what happens next.